Hi there, it's Daddy and I'm here again with another Camp NaNoWriMo video and the guitar in my background. Yeah. Today, as I'm home alone and unfortunately for a really short period of time, I'm gonna try to film Camp NaNoWriMo tag. And let's begin. The first question: what are you working on for Camp NaNoWriMo? As I have said a few videos ago, I'm working on the second part of my trilogy, The Hires. It goes pretty good. I'm on the third chapter now, and I hope to have at least half of it by the end of the month. The second question: what's your goal from Camp NaNoWriMo? My goal is to have 40,000 words written by the end of April, but not all of those words will go to the novel. Some of them are already on some short stories or in other projects, writing projects, of course, writing projects. I don't count words which I spent on my studying or on editing. Yes, I try to play fair. I try to stay within the rules. Though it's hard because I know that I spent lots of words on my studying because I need to write lots of proposals and some reports and some articles and so on and so forth. Just like that. The third question: what's your favorite or go-to survival item for camp or just NaNoWriMo events? My favorite surviving item is of course my laptop, because almost everything that I do, everything that I write, I do on it. Well, yeah, I handwrite pretty much, but it's more usual and more convenient for me to type, not to write by hand. And I guess there I have enough devices to keep me focused and disturb me, of course, because of internet. But still, I can turn the music on, I can turn my work time counter, and of course I can easily to check how many words I have written, not to count them, because math has never been my favorite subject, though I was pretty good at it. Yeah. The fourth question: how long have you been participating in NaNoWriMo events? It is my second time when I participate in NaNoWriMo events. The first time ever was in November 2016. It was the first time when I got to know that such event exists, and I was so excited that I immediately decided to take part in all other events, and I hope that I will be able to take part in NaNoWriMo in July also. But I definitely know that my goal will be absolutely different, because it's pretty hard to combine my editing process with my writing process when I have such a great goal. Well, I have to spend lots of hours on writing and have enough time to edit, because I have a kind of schedule when I have to post my chapters, though I can break it. It's more convenient to follow this timetable because of my readers who will know when they should wait a chapter, and for my beta who knows when she should read the chapter and tell me whether it's bad or good and which parts she liked, which I should kind of change for making the chapter more concise and interesting. So yeah, because of these issues I have decided that the next my goal will be maybe even in hours, or maybe it will be like twice less. Well, the next question: what writing software do you use for writing? Usually I use Microsoft Word on my laptop, and it's I guess it's the same thing but for phones. It's called VPS Office. It has all functions which Word has, but it's for but also I use paper and pen and my hand. Question number 6. Do you handwrite your novels? Of course I do, but as I have said, it's more usual, more convenient for me to type. Question number 7. Plotter, penster, or somewhere in between? I guess I'm somewhere in between, because in my mind there's no such a division between plotter and penster. Personally, I think, I don't know what you think, and maybe I'm wrong, maybe you. In my mind, every author has some features of each kind. There are some times, some situations when you just have to whether follow the structure or do things spontaneously, because you just feel that you do something wrong following your plan. So yeah, I guess I'm somewhere in between, though there was a time when I wrote without any plan, I just sat and started writing, but actually only one of those works was finished, and now I try at least know some plot arcs, some points which I have to have. It makes the process easier, and I just know that I need to lead the story from one point to another point. So it's not strict, but I know what I have to do. Question number 8. How long have you been writing? It's a strange question, because I think it's... Well, for me, creating something, it was really natural. I started drawing, I started writing from the early ages. I was in kindergarten when I wrote my first... actually, I drew this, but when I created my first story, I was in kindergarten, and my mother has somewhere in her boxes this visual novella. I have written 8 pages of adventures of my characters. They all were animals, mice, cats, dogs, rabbits. And when I was maybe in the first grade, I started creating books by myself. I glued pages together to make a cover, and I wrote just there. My story was... My first story, for which I wrote even the first chapter, was called Adventures of Nelly in the Moon. So yeah, it was a story about space travelers, and I don't know what I wanted to do, but I had the first chapter and a cover of it. But I started to take writing seriously maybe in 2011. So it's about 6 years. I guess we will consider that I'm writing for 6 years. Question number 9. Best writing advice. Well, it's the easiest question actually. I don't know if I can articulate what I have in my mind, but for me the best writing advice is to do things reasonably. You should think whether it's suitable for this scene or for that scene, for your novel, for your writing style, for your voices of characters. I don't think you should strictly follow every advice which famous authors gave you. You shouldn't delete all verbs of thinking and seeing as Chuck Palahniuk advice, because it was Chuck Palahniuk, he knew. I guess his advice works only for him, because it's his writing style, it's his voice, it's what he feels in. And I don't know, for me it doesn't work. Then you shouldn't delete all your adverbs as Stephen King advised. Well, you should do everything within reason. That's my advice. I'm the one who can give advices, of course, yeah. And the last question, favorite part of camp or just NaNoWriMo? For me, it's community. I have never felt such a support from people, even from people in the internet. I don't know how it works, but actually I'm in love with all the things which happen on YouTube. I have this kind of hysteria which you have in November, and I love this camp atmosphere which you have in April. I love all people who make their videos on their writing process, on I don't know. I love how people try to support, try to inspire other participants. It's actually great. This inspired me to join other communities, not only in YouTube, though yeah, I'm here, and of course it's NaNoWriMo and Camp NaNoWriMo which inspired me, but actually I joined some groups in Russian community, and now I have lots of friends who write. I had some before NaNoWriMo, but now I have more, and I have such different people in this. We can discuss one topic from absolutely different angles, and that is the greatest thing, I guess, because all we are different, and we have different sources of inspiration. We have different point of view on the writing process, on editing process. We have absolutely different stories, and this is exciting. I guess this is what I feel to the society and Camp NaNoWriMo and NaNoWriMo, and to all writers who I know, who I got to know during this period of time from November, even from October. So I guess that's it. Hope you liked it, and I want to get to know you too. If you have such videos with Camp NaNoWriMo tags, you can leave the link in comments, and I definitely will watch, and maybe I will watch even your channel, because I want to know as more people who participate in Camp NaNoWriMo as possible. I love watching such videos, and yeah, I hope you too. Well, subscribe, goodbye, I'm Daria.